Okay. Oh, damn it. Huh? Okay, hold on. Actually, we're gonna restart this real quick. See, I do 2v2 more than I do 1v1. Options. Observer and replay. Let's try this. And let's see what happens. If it's still the same, we'll just run with it. Basically, what the Pro 2020 version does is I think it disables the ability to fast forward and rewind. The only options that have that is 1v1 and default. Oh, okay, there we go. Here we go, yeah. And for anyone who wants to know this or watches, Control W disables that and enters cinematic mode. So I can disable this during like the battles and stuff, so people can see more of the screen, see what's going on. And U is units, like what you're making, army, SCVs. L is for units lost. Let's speed this up a little bit. Let's see. These guys had an advantage during like the early mid game, but they kind of squandered it once my friend Taito here started getting lurkers. And for some reason, this guy Spetsnaz, well, both of them ended up doing bio. And bio, from my experience, is horrible against Hydra Lurker. I mean, it's like, really? That's all you're gonna make? I at least had the presence of mind to go into mech. Add Hellbats, Cyclones, tanks, battlecruisers, you name it. Oh yeah. Hold on. Let's go back a little bit. Okay. This is my SCV is attacking his depot. That Marine is firing. And it was funny what his response was. Password? Farnham. In case anyone doesn't know, it's a Starcraft Brood War joke. And from Diablo, where during the Brood War campaign, you're trying to access a computer, and one of the technicians comes out and says, it's like, We're like, what are you doing? He's like, get away from... They're like, don't tell him the password, Harry. And Harry gets shot. And the guy goes, tell me and the Dominion Marine goes, tell me the password before I blow an aggression inhibitor. Well, UED. And the technician says, all right, I'll tell you. The password is Farnham. Farnham was the drunk from Diablo 1. So I love that was a little joke on Blizzard's behalf when they were actually good. Okay, so I'm doing a 1-1-1. This guy did 2 barracks, 2-1 barracks into factory. And those Reapers are a little bruised up. Tito sends out his roaches. Okay. Alright. Guys, Overlord there. I send that down and it dies to the tank. But not before I'm able to damage that because Tito's got his Overlord right there. And I spot that. I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna drop. Huh. Cloak my ghost and I take out the Liberator. And my tank only got 2 kills. But he just left this there. Maybe he forgot about it. Well, I soon take my 2 Vikings here and just swing them around this way. Okay. That's going on up there. And I just swing around and hit that. Well, this guy is expanding to his 3rd base. Yeah, he killed that. I'm surprised he doesn't have any rally points set. He's supply capped. Yeah, I end up losing a medevac. Now, with what we have, these 2 should have just pushed right in and killed this. They have more stuff than we do. They paused and they ended up screwing them in the end. You'll see what I mean in a moment. I'm getting 2 more barracks. Yeah, and they pull back. It's like there really are times where people don't think anything through, especially in this game. It's like you have all of this. Yeah, you could die. Yes, you're going to die to some lurkers. But look what I've got. I only have 2 tanks there, those Marines, 1 mine, and 3 Cyclones. Pull this, push up and kill this, and you'd be closer to winning. Instead, the jackass pulls back like an idiot. Now, yes, I may sound harsh, but you need to understand I'm critical of a lot of people, especially when people like this decide not to play to their strengths, but they play to their weaknesses, and they get overwhelmed by us. Yeah, he drops in and kills my friend's main base. And that guy just tries to push through there and dies. I get a good EMP off and hit a couple of medevacs. Yeah, and he's trying to do this, and he loses all of that to siege tanks and lurkers. Yeah. Guess what? That was a bad drop. Even if he does kill some stuff, he lost. Watch. He lost all of his medevacs. You don't want to lose your medevacs as Terran. That's 100 minerals and 100 gas each. And another one. We ended up cleaning that up. And now I ended up taking this as an expansion. He blocks that with a roach. I mean, I'm going to be honest. These guys had the opportunity to win when they were right here, and they could have pushed up into our main bases. They hesitated, and they failed, and they lost. Taito does a really great job killing their economy. Watch. All those SCVs die. I still lose this base, but I eventually do rebuild it. But all those SCVs died. Ha! He does a good job moving about with his lurkers. Just like sniping everything. Yeah. How dumb can you be to engage that with Marine Marauder? Even with +3 upgrades, he still lost every single one of his units. I still managed to take out the tank. Okay, I'm going to enter cinematic mode, get rid of that. Watch all of this right here. Now he tries to come around. And see anything wrong with this? 3, 2, 1. Lost everything to those 3 Widow Mines. Now I managed to get a battlecruiser in and start doing some damage to his command centers. Almost got his medevac. Taito took that base out. I got this one up and running again. Here's my free advice to Spetsnaz. Stop making Marines. Lurkers kill Marines like they're nothing, like they're not even there. With the right upgrades. And I warped battlecruisers back in and took it and finished what I started. I start taking out his production too. Oh, ow. God. That's... ugh. And there goes the SCVs, and there goes the planetary fortress. Now, watch this. So these Vikings... GunMaster got dropped down to 2 bases. this wouldn't be the case if they hadn't lost the initiative early on and had just around the 14-minute mark just pushed up and killed us. Instead, like I said before, they lost the initiative and they let me and my friend come back and kill them. I locked that one down. We pretty much wore these guys out. And I just took this base. Oh wow. Got like, yeah, 2 more battle cruisers on the way. Another nuke. I've got +2 mech weapons almost done. He just stays there and gets massacred. if these guys had not lost the initiative early on, like I said throughout the entire video, they would have won. GunMaster and his ally Spetsnaz, you would have won. If between the 14-minute mark, you had just taken all the forces you had here, grabbed yourself by the balls, pushed up into this before my friend's lurkers could finish, and killed it, you would not have lost. Instead, you pulled back, you lost the initiative, you threw it away, you let us make a comeback, and we ended up beating you.